Hello.
Hey, Facebook Live, because just a second we're going to do
Yes.
Instagram Live. Hey,
Here
Instagram.
we are. Awesome.
Good to see you guys today. Thanks
Welcome.
for joining us. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for being here, Kristen.
Oh, thanks,
I know.
Brian. I
Wait.
appreciate it.
Cheers.
Showed up to work today.
I know. We come to work even when it rains. We are that dedicated.
Yeah.
And it's not raining today, so we're good.
It was last night and this morning.
Well, that's true. So, hey, everybody. I'm Brian.
I'm Kristen.
And we're going to talk today about, what are we talking about today, Kristen? I know it's great.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. So it is officially peel season, and one of the things that we find is really important is what the post-peel procedure should be. So we have come to you with our protocols and what is best for our line and so you can get the best results from your chemical peel.
Exactly. Because one thing we're trying to do with these videos is really address a lot of the questions that we get from everybody, and so we're compiling a lot of the most common ones and putting together these videos. And so we always get this question, what do I do after a chemical peel? So really, to answer that question, it's two parts.
Yes.
The first part of that is, what do you do at the end of the treatment while your client is still there with you? And then the second part of that answer is, then what is your client going to do over the next 5 to 7 days?
Yes.
So those are the kind of things that we want to cover today. So we'll dive right in, and we'll start with, right at the end of your treatment, when you finish a chemical peel, what should you do? And the key thing to remember here is that, remember, you've broken down the skin. And so there's been some damage there. There's been a few things, so it's already starting to work. So really, you're not going to do a lot, I don't think, right after the chemical peel. And really, you don't want to do a lot to interfere, because with the chemical peel, you want to get the maximum effect of it. And so in this case, less is more.
Yes.
We're only going to recommend that you do 1, maybe 2 products, depending on your client's skin and what's going on and what you've done in the chemical peel. So the first thing, obviously, that I think you have to do is SPF.
Yes.
You have to apply sunscreen because after a chemical peel, their skin is going to be way too sensitive to light, especially sunlight. Even when it gets colder, it doesn't matter. Especially even in the fall, right now, you can still be susceptible to dark spots, hyperpigmentation. Those things are going to factor in. So please, 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 make sure that you apply a good sunscreen before they leave. And then the next one, I mean, we have a great sunscreen too. I think this is the SPF 30. This is pretty new to our product line, and we love this formulation for a ton of reasons, but one of them is because it is water resistant up to 45 minutes. It's broad spectrum, so you're going to get UVA, UVB protection, and then the last but not least that we love, the way it smells.
Yes, this stuff is awesome. So I'm gonna just put some on my hand here. You want to put some on yours?
Yeah, sure.
Something I love, or excuse me, something I do not like about regular sunscreens is that they smell like sunscreen. You know what I'm talking about? Like that plastic. I just don't like that. So anyway, this stuff smells really good. It's a fantastic formula that will go on matte. I don't know if you can see that on my hand. Like it has a really nice just sheen to it. My very pasty skin. But anyway, yeah, it absorbs quickly. It doesn't have a oily finish, so you're going to have a really nice sheen, and then also it's not going to smell like you're wearing sunscreen. So I use it daily underneath my makeup, and because it doesn't have a shiny finish, I'm able to have a nice matte, makeup finish. So it's really, really good. I love this stuff.
I like it. And it's got two active ingredients in it that help protect from sun. One is titanium dioxide, which is about 2%, and that's close to zinc. It's not zinc, but it will. The micronized formula will absorb well. It also has octinoxate in it, which is a very common ingredient when blocking sun rays and different things like that. So, but we absolutely love this, and I think you will too, especially your clients. With the way that it smells, it's perfect for the face, and I think that's what a lot of people will like, is that they're not going to walk around smelling like the beach.
Exactly.
When they put it on, so that's cool.
So another thing is the hydrator or moisturizers.
Yeah.
You want to touch on that?
I do, because there's a difference, and we'll talk about the difference. So one thing, when you're with your client, you have to decide, do they have dry skin or do they have dehydrated skin? And in that case, then you may need to add one more product, and that's going to depend on which one that they have. and what you want to do, whether you want to do a hydrator or a moisturizer, which is a great segue, Kristen, into talking about what's the difference. I know we've talked about this before, but what's the difference between if you need a hydration or dehydrated skin and dry skin?
So let's first talk about the differences between the skin types. So dehydrated skin has a lot to do with diet and water intake. So if you are not drinking your water and you are not eating, food that has water in it, like your fruits and veggies, then you're not going to be hydrating your body well, and that's what dehydrated skin is. So that
does pizza count?
No, I don't think it counts. But anyway, so that one, it's like most people that have combination skin, the first thing that I ask them is, how much water are you drinking a day? Like honestly, daily intake needs to be. I've heard a good kind of rule of thumb is half your body weight in ounces. So it may seem like a lot, but at least start somewhere and just get that water as much as you can, so that you don't dehydrate your skin and it doesn't start to overproduce oil. So those that have combination skin are probably not drinking enough water because their sebum gland is overproducing oil. So that's dehydrated skin. Dry skin, on the other hand, is like the people who have dry skin all the time. It doesn't matter what they put, what they're eating, drinking, whatever, it's just dry skin, and that comes with a lot of like flaking, and you can have a lot of like fine lines show up really, really early from that. And so
it's probably something that's been there since birth.
Right, exactly.
It has an inability to produce enough oil.
Exactly, and they are not as prone to like acne breakouts, that kind of thing. So
unless it's hormonal,
that can happen too, but that will look completely different than the acne breakout from just overproduction of oil. So one thing to know is that some of our products, our like our HAB5 is a moisturizer, which is really good for a lot of skin types, and it's good for combination skin, it's good for normal skin, but you may need to add something like our Hydrocell Turnover Booster because it is a hydrator. This is a serum that we have. It's absolutely one of my favorite products that we carry, and if you can see here, comes in this nice little dropper, and you really only need about 3 drops, maybe 4 if you have extra dry skin. You want some?
Why not?
And it goes on really nice.
Enough.
That's enough?
Yeah, that's plenty.
And basically you just pat this into the skin and it absorbs really quickly. I really love this. I use this on a daily basis, twice a day. And it just hydrates, and you can use a moisturizer over it to seal in that hydrator, so that for you dry skin types, you're able to get ultimate like super moisture. So it's 100% plant derived squalene, by the way. I know squalene comes from a couple different sources, but ours is plant derived.
Yeah, it's one of the best products I think we have for hydration, because being plant-based in the way it is, there's literally nothing else in it. It's very, very pure. So you're not going to get anything that should irritate the skin or cause breakouts or anything like that. So it's perfect after a peel. And they've even done studies on this to show that it improves cellular turnover by like 34%.
34%, that's awesome.
It's crazy. But that's what you want the chemical peel to do. You want to turn over that skin as much as possible so the new skin can come through. And because that's what we're going for. So that's something that we're always going to be highly recommending, and it does come in a back bar size too. So the size that we showed you is something that your customers or clients can take home, and then with the back bar size, you can have enough right there to use after a treatment.
Absolutely.
And things like that.
So that's the immediate post-procedure care, and then also we need to touch on what to do like for the next week or so after a peel. Really want to touch on that too.
Yeah, that's good. So you probably wonder, and I know your clients do, well, what do I do now for the next 5 to 7 days? And typically with a chemical peel, you're going to see, if you're going to get any flaking or any peeling or anything like that, then you're going to get that within 5 to 7 days. And with most of them, unless you're doing a very strong peel that requires downtime, and what we're talking about here are the chemical peels that we have that are not heavily downtime chemical peels, you should get everything, it should be healed in 7 days typically. 7 to 10 would be the most. But one thing that you want to do with your clients before they leave is that you need to set realistic expectations.
Absolutely.
I know a lot of people that when they get a chemical peel, they really don't know what to expect. Even if they've had a chemical peel before, with another line or something different than ours. Ours are made with a lower pH and they're non-buffered, and so sometimes a 30% of our chemical peel can act stronger than a 30% chemical peel in another line.
Absolutely.
So I tell you that just so you can set the expectation that here are some things your clients might see after chemical peel. So probably some dry patches. They might even have itchy skin. I know that's pretty common. Yeah, tightening, the itching, especially with the glycolic, you might feel some tightening. Red spots, even darker red spots, you could see something like that within that week. And sometimes they'll see immediate redness as well, or the next day it might be even more red. But really what you need to help people do is get through that 5 days and then take a look at it, because the initial reaction of the chemical peel, it's only going to get better. And you may or may not see any peeling. That depends on the strength of the peel that you've done and how many layers and things like that. Flaking is pretty common, especially if it's somebody that's had a peel for the first time, where that dead skin is coming off, and so you're going to see a lot of that stuff just flake off. So normally these are going to resolve within 5 to 7 days, and I know that you tell all your clients this, but please, please, please don't pick.
Oh my goodness, that's a huge
pull it off,
thing.
don't flake, and don't even use any kind of exfoliator or anything for at least the first week or so. And we even recommend a very gentle wash that they use. And I know, Kristen, you can talk a little bit more too. We've also got a new wrinkle, so to speak, that I think is a great way for you guys, if you're not doing this, to really help your client get the most out of the chemical peel.
Yeah, so definitely want to be using a gentle cleanser that doesn't have any kind of acids or anything that would be too abrasive for that brand new skin that's coming up to the surface. So something that I really, really like, and this is new to our protocol, so if you haven't heard this before, even from us, this is brand new. We recommend that a week after, we're talking like 5 to 10, I would say 10 days maybe, just kind of give you a week's time there, that you have your client come back in for a facial. That is important, and I think because you can control how the results to your chemical peel that you applied on them, how that looks, you can really, look at their skin and see, have they been picking, or have they been doing what you told them to do, that kind of thing, and what kind of results they're going to get from, or that they are getting from the peel. I think that's a good amount of time to really get through the peeling stage and really get this, the dead skin off. And so if you come back in and do like a hydration facial, so that you can, you as the esthetician or the professional, you can do a light exfoliation in that facial, and really it's up to you. So you are sending them home with a really simple regimen of just gentle cleanser, and then maybe a moisturizer and an SPF, and then you have the control as the professional to have them come back in and do a light exfoliation, a hydration facial, and their skin will look fantastic. I promise you, this is a really, really great recommendation.
I think that, it's what I love is that you get to look at their skin, because everybody's going to be just a little bit different, and so you can make a professional evaluation of, is it too dry, is it too oily, or hey, now is a great time to really infuse with some vitamins and do some things to help rebuild healthy skin. And so you can really help guide them as to what products that they ought to use between now and the next peel. And you might even get an idea of okay, well, based on what I've seen now, this is what I think we ought to do next time.
Exactly. I really like that, because we'll be talking in the next video about acid rotation, and something that is important to understand is if you use one kind of peel on you this treatment, and then we use another kind of peel on you next treatment, your skin may actually react a little differently. So you may peel differently, you may have some corrective stuff come up. I mean, it all depends. So that's a really great way for you to have full control as the licensed professional, and to really customize for your clients. So that's a really good one. So let's talk a little bit about a home regimen, what you need to do what you need to provide your clients with, what kind of products, and then kind of the regimen, what to do, what not to do, kind of thing. Just touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Definitely something that I find is best with our peel specifically is that you don't cleanse for 24 hours after a peel. Some other lines may say, you know, don't wash for 5 days, like, but I just can't get on board with that. I think it works best for our peels if you cleanse 24 hours after your peel. That way you're getting off, because as the licensed professional, you should be applying sunscreen to their face before they leave your office or your facility. So 24 hours later, we can get that sunscreen off the face, really kind of get, you know, get the skin clean again. They're probably going to feel some tightening after that cleanse. I know I do. I feel really tight, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I feel that dry skin sitting on, you know, that dead skin starting to sit on top. And then, so during that cleanse, you don't want to use anything abrasive, like I've said before. You want to use something gentle with no exfoliation properties in it.
Like our gentle cleanser.
Yes, good segue. Thanks,
How about that? It is really a great, perfect wash right after a chemical peel for the first 3 days, because it's really rich in botanicals. There's not any exfoliation products in it, so there shouldn't be anything in this that's going to irritate the skin. So that's really what you want to make sure that you do, is that whatever wash that someone is using the first 3 or 4 days, that you're not going to irritate the skin or encourage any more exfoliation prematurely, because that can really irritate the skin and make that new skin come up too quickly.
And then, of course, sunscreen, and we've talked about that earlier, but we definitely want to reiterate the use of sunscreen post-procedure, especially with a chemical peel. It's a really, really important thing to do that every day, at least for the first 5 to 7 days.
Definitely.
And you should be using it on a daily basis anyway.
Should be.
That's just, you know, my soapbox there. But another thing is after about those 5 days or so of gentle cleanser, you know, very limited moisturizing hydration, you know, you want to really like let the peeling happen, and then we can even initiate this and say, you know, after the post procedure treatment, the hydration facial.
After the week, a 7-day period, then they come to you and get the facial.
I think that would be a good rule of thumb, to go to say chemical peel and then continue this regimen until you see me the next time, and then you can resume your normal stuff after you've seen them again. I think that's important.
I would agree with that.
Excellent, good.
Isn't she smart? She's so good.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. So basically, after that second visit with you with the hydration facial and the light exfoliation, they can, you as the professional can analyze their skin and really see if it's time to go back to the normal regimen, and see if, because I'm, you know, maybe go back to the AHA cleanser instead of the gentle, because our AHA has 2 acids in it, so it's going to be a light exfoliation cleanser. So I think that'd be a real good rule of thumb, just kind of like after your secondary visit, you know, make that call. Because
you're going to know what skin conditions that they're wanting to work on, whether that be hyperpigmentation or fine lines and wrinkles, acne, any of those kinds of things. So then you can recommend those type of products for those specific skin conditions, because then it's time to start reapplying those. And then they also want to do some sort of at-home continual exfoliation, like with our Tri-X peel pads or the cell turnover treatments, because the next time they come in to peel, if they're doing that, it's going to be a whole lot better. Especially if they start with the first peel, the second peel will be amazing. By the second time. And then hopefully you're doing series of 3 to 6, which we're going to talk about next time too.
Yes, we'll talk about that, and then the next one. So we have a few items that we want to throw out there. If you guys are some of our customers, you can go on our website and check these out. There's info sheets on these items. And once you get into the order section, you can click on the item, and then at the bottom of the page, there'll be a download the info or something like sheet, something like that. And so I'm just gonna kind of throw some items out there, and you can call us if you have any questions about them, but it's going to be kind of quick. So something that for like just a regular regimen, and this is after the secondary treatment of the hydration facial and that kind of thing, after a peel, is Vita C. Vitamin C is super, super important. It also enhances your sunscreen. So as you should be using sunscreen on a daily basis. Then that's just going to enhance that because it wards off free radicals. It enhances what the sunscreen can do as far as protection is concerned. And so, and it's vital in healing. So it's a really good thing to do after a treatment like a chemical peel. So
it's my really absolute favorite product. I could go on and on about it. I won't today, but I could.
Yes, please don't do that. We don't have that much time.
I won't do it.
So the next thing is the VitaFuse serum or VitaFuse lotion. So the VitaFuse serum is obviously going to be the heavier of the two. It's really good for dry skin type. So if you are naturally dry skin, this one is phenomenal for you. It's packed full of vitamins, A, E, K, carrot seed extracts in there as well. It's fantastic, and it's also really good for healing and then producing really good healthy skin. You know, after the dead skins come off, it's gonna really make the new cells healthy.
Absolutely.
Something else is if you're dealing with hyperpigmentation or dark spots, Brightenol. It's one of our retinol products, and it's a fantastic option. We call it our spot corrector, but you can use it all over your face. I use it all over my face because I have rosacea. I have fantastic foundation on today, so you do not see my rosacea, but I have it really bad on this side of my cheek, and it's creeping up on this side as well, and it helps regulate the redness. It helps with the sensitivity. I've gotten some hyperpigmentation on those areas because I wasn't using sunscreen, and so I'm trying to correct that hyperpigmentation. But it's really, really good for even rosacea.
Yeah, and it's a non-hydroquinone brightener, and so it does have 3 brighteners in it. So it's got licorice root, and then niacinamide and kojic acid are the 3 actives in there that really help brighten the skin. And they're really going to target those dark spots, but it's great overall for the skin as well.
So for exfoliant, these are fantastic, and I use these like 3 times a week actually. Is our cellular turnover treatments. We've got lactic, glycolic, and anti-oil. The anti-oil is going to be really good for acne. Lactic is going to be really good for those dry skin types, and it basically just it's a home strength acids that do not have to be neutralized, and you're able to incorporate those into your regimen, and you get better results from your chemical peels because we use these on a regular basis. So
I know. I love these things because I know when I've been under the lamp and really looking at the oil spots and where the dry skin is after I've had a chemical peel, if I'm using these on a regular basis, you can't see anything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It really keeps your skin so clear. And so we highly recommend these things. It should just be standard. What I love about them is you can leave them on.
Yes.
You put them on after you cleanse at night. Don't neutralize, don't rinse them, and then the next day, amazing.
Yes, it's fantastic. And if I have a spot come up and I put that on it, it will like be gone. I mean, it's amazing. It's just out of here. Okay, so the last couple things we're going to talk about is the Hydrolite Oil-Free Moisturizer and the Hydrocell Turnover Booster, which we touched on that earlier. These are probably my favorite moisturizer and hydrator combination. Is this with the Hydrolite Oil-Free Lotion is phenomenal. It's non-congestive, so you acne people out there, this is awesome moisturizer, and this is an awesome hydrator for you.
It is. And that one, it comes in a back bar size. It's called the post-procedure lotion for the back bar, and so this is great to have right after the treatment if you do have someone that needs a little bit of a light moisturizer or a light lotion right after the chemical peel. It's perfect to be able to. It's going to absorb very quickly, and it's not very oily or anything like that. So it's really, I think, just a great product to have on hand, and for people to go home that don't need a heavy moisturizer or a lotion or something like that. It's really great. It's probably one of my favorites.
It's not for you dry skin types.
No, if you have dry skin,
for combination, trying to level out that, or even if you have oily skin.
I have oily skin, and so it helps keep my skin from producing more oil and things like that. And so I think it's great.
So I know that was a lot of information all at once, but if you have any questions about any of those products that we discussed, by all means, give us a call or email me. My email is kwoodson@360therapeutics.com, or you can go on our website and email us there. It's info@360therapeutics.com. And then, of course, we're going to be coming to you in a couple weeks. We're going to be doing a live event on acid rotation and what that means, what a series should look like. So be looking out for our Facebook and our Instagram posts regarding that new topic. We're going to be doing that in about 2 weeks from today. And so yeah, I think that's everything.
I think it is everything. I think you've done great.
Thanks. You too, Brian.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. Well, thank you guys for coming and for joining in today. I know there's a lot of information. If you have any questions, like I said, give us a call or email us, and we will answer what we can. And I think that's it. You and cheers. I'm excited. That was a good one.
Cheers.
Cheers,
everybody.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.